Today, I'm going to be attempting to survive 100 days of hardcore Minecraft as a duo with my good friend Mossy. But we are doing this in the new 1.18 version. Oh yes guys, we decided to grab the latest snapshot for the unreleased version, load it onto a server, and conquer it in hardcore mode together. This is going to be a very big challenge, so make sure to stick around to the end to see if we can do it. Also, if you guys are looking for a PC that can handle any mod pack or content creation you desire, be sure to click the link in the description to check out my custom line of PCs that I've handcrafted for you guys. You can also get a huge discount if you use code GUILTY. Now, let's get into the video. A fresh new world. Once Mossy and I spawned in, we just started looking around and found this crazy mountain. I don't think I've ever seen something like this in Minecraft before. A big part of the 1.18 update is the world generation just like this. We were pretty astonished by this and knew that we would have to come back to that later on. But for now, we decided to grab some wood, and then some cobblestone, coal, and even some iron. These are all necessary if we want to survive more than a night here. After looking around a bit more, we found this insanely cool cove with glow squids. Okay, this is one of the coolest mobs ever, but it's pretty useless. And I was really excited over this and actually almost drowned. So, I needed some food. I decided to grab some sushi, and then said hello to our new llama friends. Then I decided to grab some glow squid ink sacs. These can be useful to making signs light up. While I was off doing all of this, Mossy made us a small shelter for the night, and we did some mining until it was safe to leave this little hut. I got some copper and loads of cobblestone. And when we came back up for mining, it was morning, so we headed up the mountain. But there was one big problem. We were falling into the powdered snow and starting to lose health. This was terrifying and something I've never had to deal with in Minecraft before. Luckily, I made my way out safely, but Mossy and I had a lot of snow to travel through, making this very difficult. We decided to use cobblestone to get our way up the mountain to look around. As you can see, this is an incredible view. We dealt with some annoying mountain goats that tried kicking us off the mountain and started heading down into this valley. And once again, we headed into the mines. We wanted to get some more cobblestone for building, and of course, iron. After getting some iron and coal, we searched for a larger cave system where we saw dripstone. We took our time getting down to the bottom of the cave and grabbed some iron and made shields and armor. This was actually a terrible idea looking back on it. We completely forgot we were in hardcore Minecraft. And after some more time mining, we found another gigantic cave. This was pretty incredible, but very dangerous. I tried to light up the cave the best I could, but it wasn't easy. These things are huge. There was so much to cover. Mossy also found this little geode with amethyst blocks, and we literally grabbed all of them, and no, I'm not exaggerating. This is one of the coolest blocks in the game, and I also grabbed calcite because I think it could look really cool on my house. I'm using this in my build, mark my words. Quickly after this, I found some diamonds and continued exploring this gigantic cave system. This update makes mining so much fun, but very dangerous. I even crafted a diamond pickaxe and grabbed some obsidian. Mossy and I were having such a good time, we forgot that we didn't have that much food and, well, this happened.
Hey, I think I found a zombie spawner. Maybe there's bread in one of these chests. I need some food. Yeah, I'm just fighting them off now. Oh god, oh no, there's so many of them. Mossy, I need help, dude. Oh my god, there's a piece of bread in here, thank gosh. Wait, and are there spawners over there? Hold on, I have to check this out, hold on. Oh god, I have 3 hearts. What do I do? Dude, I'm so dead, I have 3 hearts. I have a heart. I'm one shot. Oh my god. I can craft bread. Hold on.
Yeah, luckily for me, I had a pretty good teammate here. Mossy was able to cover me and I was able to craft bread and make it back up to the surface safely, where Mossy and I started doing some hunting for some extra food. After replenishing our health a bit, we hopped in a boat and searched for the mountain we had found earlier. This definitely has to be where we built our base. We headed back into that valley and started setting up some chests and our furnaces. We both had full inventories from our mining trips and actually a decent amount of diamonds. And since we were running low on food, Mossy and I set up the most pathetic little farm you've ever seen. Yes, this gave us some food for the time being, but I knew I'd need a better food source later on. So I went hunting and exploring. I love this world so much. And while I was out grabbing food, I also found these cool mossy blocks that I knew I had to grab. Shortly after this, I found a broken nether portal and got a golden apple. And there was a village right next to it where I knew I could get hay bales for bread. And very quickly, it had turned to night. So Mossy and I spent the night in the village. And the next day, we headed home. On the way, Mossy wanted some dark oak wood, so we stopped to grab some in this forest and then continued heading back to our camp. It was a long walk, but eventually we made it back to the snowy mountains that we call home. Once we got a little more settled, I decided it was time to start thinking of a house, but I needed to gather a bunch of wood before building. So that's exactly what I did. Then Mossy explained to me that all the houses I build look like this, and he's kind of right. I vowed to build something different this time around. I crafted myself a diamond axe, did some organization, and was off to get even more spruce wood. Mossy challenged me to a friendly build-off, and I knew I had to do something extravagant for my house. Trust me, I won't let you guys down. I also had a lot of land to clear in order to build this mansion, and unfortunately, it's all snow. Mossy had gotten a lot of books from the village, and we did have obsidian and diamonds, so we did some light enchanting. But obviously nothing too crazy, because, well, we didn't have a lot of XP. But it's always comforting having feather falling, and maybe some protection on armor when you're playing hardcore Minecraft. Then I decided to head underground to get some stone to build my house with. We also needed basic resources like coal, so I grabbed that as well. And you know, if I find any diamonds, I'm gonna have to grab them too. Having an enchanted diamond pickaxe definitely came in handy here. I also love dripstone blocks and grabbed a good amount of them in case I decide to build with them. Well, actually, I didn't really have a vision for my house at this point, so I grabbed a few different types of blocks that I was considering using. I also found myself in this pretty insane looking cave, and it even had a mine shaft connected to it, but there wasn't much in there. Then I found a zombie spawner with 2 name tags and headed back up to the surface. I was happy with the amount of blocks and XP I was able to get. Now all I needed to do was figure out a plan for this mansion. I knew I wanted to use calcite, spruce wood, and maybe some amethyst, but that's really all I had planned. I made myself a new diamond pickaxe because mine had broken and I got silk touch. Not sure if I'm super happy about this just yet, but I headed down to get some stone with it anyways. After getting another full inventory, I came back up and started clearing away some snow. This was worth a diamond shovel, and I gotta say, this was a great investment, but it still took quite a while. But finally, I had a large enough area and enough blocks to get started on this build. Like I mentioned earlier, I wanted to use spruce wood and calcite, and I decided to use some deep slate as well. Now I gotta say, Mossy and I both spent so long building our houses in this video, but we are both really proud of the finished product. My build started off with these wooden pillars and a bit of outlining, and then I started building up the walls. Thank gosh I had a lot of blocks because this build is going to be expensive. Also, I want you guys to comment down below whose house you prefer, because Mossy and I are having a friendly build contest, and we're really curious whose house you guys are going to like better. So make sure to check out Mossy's video and comment down below who should win. But over the course of many days, my house was being built. The reason it probably took so long was because I wasn't super sure of the design, and I needed to keep getting more spruce wood, because this house used a lot of it. But eventually, the house was complete. And guys, this is one of my favorite builds I've ever created in Minecraft. I hope you guys like it too. Once the house was done, it was time to get started on the interior. I started off with adding in a floor, a ceiling, and a second floor, and then just continued adding in some details. After this, I added in some rooms and tried to make it look as homey as possible. I also started building a staircase all the way up to Mossy's base, which is this incredible wizard tower. I also added in some of these lanterns around to keep mobs away. Then I cleared some snow, planted some potatoes, and grabbed a bunch of wood. I was a little tired of using a silk touch pickaxe, so I made a second diamond pickaxe and went mining. I was mainly looking for diamonds because Mossy and I were ready to retire our iron armor for diamond at this point. And I could also use some more stone and XP. Some of these caves are just so beautiful. I was loving this, but it was very dangerous to be here. Oh, I also found something I didn't know was a thing. You guys see these skeletons? They move and attack like zombies. This was some sort of a glitched spawner. It was very strange. I continued exploring the deep slate caverns, grabbing diamonds and other ores along the way. And eventually, I made myself some diamond armor. And then I cooked up a bunch of potatoes. The next few days were spent out on an expedition. I honestly loved this update and just wanted to see more of it, so I went out to see what I could find. And when I made it back home, I did some enchanting up at Mossy's tower and got almost full protection 2 armor and a sharp 2 sword, which I gotta say is really helpful. I told Mossy about the crazy world we're in, and we crafted spyglasses and left on a boat journey to see what else we could find in this crazy world. Pretty shortly after we left, we came across a super rare biome. This is a mushroom island and one of Minecraft's most unique biomes ever. What do you guys think about this? We got out of our boats and ran around just chilling with all the mushrooms here. Then we decided to grab a ton of these mushroom tree blocks and headed back home. I decided to farm some potatoes and trees, and Mossy organized some of our items, and then we crafted some golden apples. As you can see, Mossy and I were getting pretty powerful, and we were ready to leave the overworld and head into the nether. We immediately started searching for a fortress to get some blaze rods, but got very distracted by this bastion. We really were taking a big risk by heading in here, but the idea of getting netherite ingots was just too tempting. There is also a lot of golden blocks and other loot in these things that we were interested in. Mossy and I slowly worked our way through the bastion, and things were going well, and we were getting a lot of loot. But guys, this was so terrifying, and I was not having a good time in here.
Oh my god, look out, dude. Wait, dude, look out. There's so many brutes. Ow, these guys really hurt. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. Wait, dude, I think we should leave. This is really dangerous. Yeah, I think we should go.
Yes, there were a lot of enemies in here, but at least there were two of us fighting through them. We decided to get the heck out of this bastion and move on with our search for a fortress. And eventually, we did find one. This fortress had the most blazes I've ever seen in my entire life. And this was insanely difficult. Mossy and I tried to stay focused on our goal to get some blaze rods, but there were so many mobs around, it wasn't easy. Hey, at least I got some nether warts. Maybe we can brew some potions later on. I will say this though, don't hit piglins in the nether. This was one of the biggest mistakes I could have ever made.
Oh my god, Mossy, I just hit a piglin. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Why are there so many wither skeletons? Oh my god. Oh my god, a blaze hit me off. Hold on. Let me get up here away from them. Goodness, man, I thought I was dead there. Oh my god, Mossy, where are you, dude? Wait, did you hit one too? Dude, get over here. We gotta get to our portal. Dude, we gotta go to our portal. We gotta leave.
So, Mossy and I decided to get the heck out of the nether, but we couldn't find our portal, so we had to do a very risky play to get home.
Wait, you want me to drop down there? I'm gonna die from fall damage, there's no way. Alright, fine. Dude, I just lost so much health.
Thank goodness we made it. Okay, but we did find the coolest glow squid cove ever. Finally, we made it home. Boy, was I happy to be back at my base. I got a good amount of XP from the nether trip, so I decided to do some more enchanting and renamed some of my tools. I I also killed some pillagers that were invading our village and got the bad omen effect. So I figured I'd go start a raid in hopes of getting some totems. This raid was actually very easy because this iron golem just did all the work, and I used my bow a lot. I did end up getting a totem, but only one of them. After this, I took a long journey over to another village for whatever reason. Look, I'm not really sure what I was doing here, but Mossy told me to stay away from our base so he could build me a surprise. So I spent a few days just crashing at this village, trading for emeralds and making friends with these guys. But eventually I was able to come back to my base and Mossy showed me the coolest thing ever.
Wait, so what is the surprise? Oh my god, this is actually really cool. Wait, dude, this is so cool.
Yes guys, welcome to the Guilty Express. This is an epic way to get up and down the mountain in between our bases. I love this thing, and Mossy even set up a light to show me when I have a minecart delivery. Mossy and I ended off the night by watching the sunset at the top of our mountain, and then started getting some ender pearls to get to the stronghold. I gotta be real here, I didn't really help much with this operation. It was 99% Mossy finding ender pearls. I was just running around living life. But soon enough, we did find the ender pearls we needed. We got some gear together, crafted eyes of ender, and left to find the stronghold that will bring us to the ender dragon. Along the way, we found some baby polar bears, and Mossy and I decided that they just had to come to the end with us. So we put them in our boats and off we went. No, this isn't kidnapping, I promise. So Mossy and I and our two baby polar bears headed off to find the stronghold. These guys were 100% coming with us, and after some very challenging parts of this journey, we made it to the stronghold. We decided to leave the polar bears up top while we found the portal to make it easier. And once we found the portal inside the stronghold, we built a pretty elaborate staircase down to the portal. This was foolproof. We thought for certain these guys would be coming with us, but just when we headed through the portal with them, we realized they hadn't made it. Rest in peace, polar bears. These guys must be somewhere in between the end and the overworld, and we were both very sad that they didn't make it with us. But we knew we had to continue on. We had to kill this dragon for them. Well, this actually wasn't very challenging. For some reason, the snapshot glitched to the end, and there were no towers holding the end crystals. So the fight was actually very easy. We killed the dragon in just a few minutes, and we're very excited at the amount of XP we got. We grabbed our dragon egg and headed home. I was still pretty sad about our baby polar bears that we lost, so I spent some time just grabbing a bunch of wood. Mossy and I realized that we were running low on time in this world, and there was something we wanted to build, a snowy ice village. So I used my Silk Touch pickaxe to grab a good amount of packed ice along with some snow, but I must say, the hardest part of this build was clearing the mountain away to build it. While I was doing this, Mossy was constructing a better pathway to get in between houses, and I realized that if I had a Silk Touch shovel, getting snow would be 10 times easier. So I worked on getting one. And when I finally did, I got more snow blocks than I think I'll ever need. This made terraforming the platform for the village so much easier. After this was complete, it was time to start constructing the actual village. I did my best at building an igloo, but let's not talk about it. Mossy and I both built cozy little cabins, and then Mossy started building something that at first looked like a football. I was pretty confused, but after a little while, it came out to be this really cool workshop thing. Once this was complete, we added in maybe a little too many lanterns, and then took a final tour of our world to see everything we had built over these 100 days. We were both astonished at the amount of work we were able to do. Be sure to comment down below what build was your favorite. Then after all of this, we headed up to Mossy's tower to celebrate, and well, then he killed me.